Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Trippy Commentaries. We are counting down the days until WrestleMania 33. It's actually coming to our home state here in Florida. I'm RJ. We have Retro Brett with us, who will be there at the big event.
I will. What's up, everyone? How's it going?
Great to hear from you, Retro. And Undertaker, we see here making a grand entrance, which is something he did tonight. We are following up the Raw, which followed up Fastlane. We'll get to some of the bigger events, and of course we do have The Undertaker making yet another return. Who is he going to face off with? One of the most notorious wrestlers around these days, guys. So let's start off with the ending to tonight's Raw, guys. Basically, so Roman Reigns is now in a bitter rivalry with Braun Strowman, especially now that Reigns has ended Strowman's undefeated streak. I thought it would go a little bit longer than that, especially, that was kind of a lackluster way for it to end. Roman Reigns beat him cleanly. So we knew it would spill over to this evening, and sure enough, Strowman mentioned that he thought it was a lucky victory. He said Reigns got completely lucky, which is what we want to hear because that lead us to another matchup. But instead of Roman Reigns coming out, we got a huge shocker, or at least for some. The Undertaker made his appearance, so he came out, straight up scared Strowman away. Roman Reigns came out, and got a choke slam by The Undertaker. Pretty crazy stuff to end out the night.
Well, I think that's it signifies that they're going to have a match at WrestleMania.
Looks like it.
But I had heard that was going to happen, or following the Royal Rumble, I thought, because Reigns eliminated Undertaker from that event, I thought, they were going to face each other at WrestleMania. But Strowman was in the ring when Undertaker came down.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe they're going a different direction. Maybe Undertaker's going to lose to Strowman at Mania and put him over.
It's like teasing something that people may want to see and just doing the bait and switch, throwing out Roman Reigns.
But then Reigns came down, and so hopefully it's going to be a triple threat between Strowman, Undertaker, and Reigns. But
could be.
I kind of don't think that's going to happen.
It's a little bit of an interesting match considering Roman Reigns has been unstoppable as of late. Say what you will, I know he's probably the most hated wrestler. Yeah, it was an unstoppable force versus the unstoppable force, in which Roman Reigns, as I mentioned, won cleanly. And then you add the Undertaker into the mix. We'll see who wins, because right now I think that people are going to be torn on what's going to happen there. Maybe Roman Reigns is going to put the Undertaker, to bed once and for all with this WrestleMania.
Well, speaking of retirement matches, I think this WrestleMania is going to have a couple of them. Undertaker and Big Show are two that are probably going to go out. I mean,
Big Show,
they've been around quite a while.
He's definitely long due. Probably more turns than any other wrestler of all time.
Yep, that's true.
Is he a face now or is he a heel? I can't even keep up with it, really.
I think he's a face. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a face now.
Good.
But
for him.
But the rumors going around is he's going to face Shaq at Mania.
Man,
so.
That would be an epic battle for sure. Hopefully neither of them break their back while trying to choke slam each other.
Well, Undertaker. Big Show has been known to fight non-wrestlers at Mania, so like we got Floyd Mayweather, he fought, and then Yokozuna.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, not Yokozuna. Akebono.
Akebono, of course.
Yeah, so I think he's going to go out this time.
With all that said, The Undertaker is officially back. He got a huge pop, of course. Roman Reigns came out to heavy boos, and it looks like these guys are on a collision course for WrestleMania 33. We got a lot more to cover, guys. The epic showdown between Goldberg and Kevin Owens did not last long. Chris Jericho showed up after Kevin Owens took a while to actually get in the ring, and that's all that Goldberg needed. The distraction opened it up. He hit him with the spear, followed it up by the jackhammer, and it was done gata. Goldberg is now the champ, Retro Brett. The Universal Champ. What do you think about this?
Well, I mean, would you want to get into the ring with Goldberg?
I don't think anybody does at this point.
I don't blame Kevin Owens. I mean, screw that. No, but this was an extremely short match. One of my buddies at work is a huge wrestling fan, and he says, it's obvious to him Goldberg can't wrestle. They're just taking it easy on him.
I've heard that theory.
I'm like, well, I'm as to the other mind where they're building him up as a huge beast.
Big time.
Like they did with Lesnar, but even more so because most of his matches recently have been a few seconds long.
It also reminds me of his first rise in the WCW, back in the day with his first undefeated streak.
What was that, 150 something, maybe more, undefeated?
Yeah, it lasted quite a while, and the only reason why he got defeated in the first place was he got tased. So they built him up as an indestructible force.
So you can look at it one or two ways. I prefer to look at it as they're building him up as a super beast.
Definitely looks like it at this point. Now you have Brock Lesnar now waiting for the WrestleMania battle here. This is interesting. They're lining up once again. I was thinking they were probably done, right? But now they're on a crash course.
Well, it never made sense to me because they faced each other twice already, and Goldberg's won both of them. So 2 out of 3.
Easily, I have a feeling that this could be Brock Lesnar's chance for victory.
Oh, I think he's going to win this time.
Paul Heyman.
He's going to take the title off of Goldberg. So
yeah, give Brock Lesnar a title after a long vacation, I would say, as far as Brock Lesnar is concerned. I mean, for a while, he was the biggest thing going, and he seems to have taken a back seat.
What was it? The last time he held the championship was the WrestleMania in San Francisco, right?
Who did he lose to? That was so long ago.
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins defeated him with the... Yeah, it was with
he cashed in his money in
the Money
the
in the Bank. So even that's not a legitimate loss, as Roman Reigns looked like he did have him on the brink of a sound defeat there.
You're certainly pissing him off, though.
Yeah, that was a good battle. I think Roman Reigns was liked a little bit more back then, for sure. So Goldberg wins in a matter of seconds once again, and we'll see if he can do it again against Brock Lesnar. So it sounds like you're leaning towards Lesnar at WrestleMania.
I think third time's going to be a charm for old Lesnar.
That's for the Universal Championship, guys. Definitely going to be one of the better matches there at the upcoming WrestleMania. We mentioned Chris Jericho earlier. He was the guy who pulled the distraction, which led to Goldberg's victory. And of course, Jericho is going to be fighting with Kevin Owens, the guy who ended up getting his ass kicked because of that. It was a little bit disappointing to see Kevin Owens lose so quickly. I mean, he's one of the biggest talents, especially heels, that the WWE has. What do you think about this match here at WrestleMania? It's really a tough one to call at this point.
Well, I think it's a decent match. I mean, Jericho has been a fan favorite, even when he's been a heel for the past, since I've started watching wrestling back in the late 90s. I mean,
always a popular wrestler, the current U.S. champ.
A great talent, and great on the mic and everything.
Yeah, he is.
I think the match with Kevin Owens is going to be a good one. It seems, I don't know how long they've been best friends, but it's been longer than a year, I've got to say. So they've been building to this match for at least a year and a half.
Kevin Owens, he's such a powerful wrestler. I really like him. I hope he bounces back after that punishing defeat. They did give him that built-in excuse of why he lost, and it was because of this guy. So will he get the revenge, and will he get that U.S. championship for himself? Tough to make the call, as I said earlier, but right now I'm leaning towards Kevin Owens despite the popularity of Chris Jericho.
Well, I was just saying this, RJ, that this stint for Chris Jericho in the WWE has been around a good couple of years now. You know, he comes and he goes, then he comes and he goes back to his rock band Fozzy. I don't know if the band is still in existence.
I'm sure they probably have some communication, but at this point with Chris Jericho, he's doing great. You got to say he's a champ right now. I don't think he wants to go anywhere. He definitely is looking good out there.
I'm gonna say preliminary KO. KO's gonna win this match, and Jericho's gonna leave again for a period of time.
If Kevin Owens does win this match, that means Jericho is going to take some punishing power bombs. So good luck if that happens.
Well, it's not a match with Lesnar, so it's not Suplex City yet.
Chris Jericho was in action, Retro Brett, for the first time against Samoa Joe. So Samoa Joe's been in action himself. He's actually been winning lately. You have a win against Chris Jericho, despite the fact that Jericho got the final hit after the match was done.
The last laugh, if you will.
Yeah. But the night before, Retro Brett, how about the victory Samoa Joe got against Sami Zayn, man? I thought that was one of the better matches of the night.
Sami Zayn is not a big guy, but I think he's a very impressive wrestler. His moveset and all that he does in the ring is really impressive.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised they're not doing much more than they are with him.
I would have liked to have seen that match go longer. You know, it was a good match, but they could have done a lot more, especially because I agree with you. Sami Zayn's impressive as it is.
Oh, yeah.
Samoa Joe's the man.
I thought Sami Zayn versus Braun Strowman was a bit of a mismatch, a bit of a strange feud, if you will, because Strowman obviously beat the shit out of Zayn.
Yeah.
Every time they faced off. Samoa Joe is one of the better wrestlers that the WWE has acquired from TNA, along with AJ Styles, and we're seeing both of them fight right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be a good match, actually. It's one of my favorites.
I'm sure it's going to happen sooner rather than later.
Yeah, we'll get to AJ Styles soon, but as you mentioned, Samoa Joe, definitely a great acquisition for the WWE. It's paying off big time because I think he's going to be the champ probably sooner rather than later. I could see him taking on the likes of John Cena.
Definitely.
You know, maybe Goldberg if he actually holds on to the title, which nobody expects at this point. I would like to see it, as I'm a huge Goldberg fan from back in the day. But despite the the fact that Samoa Joe hasn't been around for a while, the fact that he's so unique and he brings a whole new element to the WWE, something they've been desperately needing, I think that's going to be his fast track to the top of the ranks.
Well, he's not your prototypical wrestler, whereas, big steroided up guy. He reminds me a lot of Rikishi.
Oh, really?
Except not
That's a classic.
that fat.
No, not quite. So we'll see more from Samoa Joe, of course, at WrestleMania. Not exactly sure what capacity yet, but I think he's going to be a big part of the night. Any guesses from you, Retro Brett?
I have no idea, actually. There's tons of wrestlers that they could book him against.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, he's a major heel because he's doing Triple H's bidding.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of his
and that's why I expect him to be a big part of WrestleMania,
Yeah. Any guesses from you?
At this point, I would like to see him maybe go against Dean Ambrose, but, it's just not enough time for anything to develop, especially for a WrestleMania. But I think that would be a good match in the future.
Dean Ambrose, huh?
Right? I mean, you have all these other matches booked, basically, as far as the championships are concerned. So we'll see, guys. Let us know if you have any ideas or any theories on what's going to happen. Not only WrestleMania night, but what's going on. There's a lot of drama in the WWE right now. Now it's time to talk about Retro Brett's favorite, the women wrestlers. They have a huge triple threat going down at WrestleMania. And if you guys watched Fastlane, it was a bit surprising to see Charlotte get conquered for the first time on a pay-per-view against Bayley here. So Bayley is now the champ, rightfully so. She will go against Charlotte and Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's title there at WrestleMania. Retro, what's your take?
Well, tonight on Raw, Sasha Banks faced Bayley, and the stipulation being if Sasha were to win that match, the match at WrestleMania would be a triple threat, and that's what happened. Charlotte and a couple other people keep maintaining that Sasha is using Bayley. She's pretending to be her friend because Sasha knows that against Charlotte as a champion, she's never going to get another chance at the title. But because Bayley's the champion, be her friend, manipulate her. And I think that's what will come out in weeks to come, is that Sasha has been using Bayley. I mean,
I think so as well.
Yeah. Because you can't have two faces face each other at Mania. That's not going to work. So, I mean, in real life, the two of them are really great friends. They play video games and all kinds of stuff with Xavier Woods.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in the coming weeks that it's going to come out that Sasha has been using her. So.
I really like Charlotte in this matchup as well. I think she's a beast. And even though I was disappointed to see her fall off that streak, I think that she's going to get redemption with a victory at WrestleMania 33. Any early predictions yourself, Retro?
I don't know. It's too early to tell, really. I don't have any prediction right now.
As far as Randy Orton is concerned, he looks like he'll be facing off with Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania, his old buddy. And of course, Bray Wyatt is the current champ right now. But you also have AJ Styles waiting in the wing, and I'm a little bit confused as to how that's going to pan out and who's actually going to be facing off with who at WrestleMania.
Well, at first, before AJ Styles are going to face off tonight for a number one contenders match, I thought it was going to be a triple threat match. But tonight on SmackDown, Randy Orton and AJ Styles are going to fight for a triple threat match. If you remember, AJ Styles won the Battle Royal to determine the number one contender back when everyone thought Randy Orton refused to face Bray Wyatt.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like next week, he turned around and burnt down Sister Abigail's house.
Yeah, that was messed up.
Therefore, pissing Bray Wyatt off.
Yeah,
And
clearly it's going to go down here.
Well, that's really what I didn't understand. So 1 week you have Randy Orton pledging his undying allegiance, saying, "Oh, I refuse to face you at WrestleMania."
Mm-hmm.
Then, like next week, or maybe it was one more week after that, he burns down Sister Abigail's house.
Yes, much like Lisa Left Eye. Yeah.
So it's like, really?
Really took out the house there pretty good.
That didn't make much sense. It would have made a whole lot more sense if it happened a month separated from each other. Maybe.
So you're surprised that Randy Orton did something out of nowhere, is what you're telling me?
I don't think any of us are surprised that Randy Orton was never a true member of the Wyatt family.
Yeah, we saw that coming a mile away.
He was just fronting. That was no surprise. But really? A week? You do a total 180 a week apart from each other.
Maybe this is his new gimmick. He's going to start burning people's houses down out of nowhere.
Maybe.
Like, damn it, Randy.
I mean, he's done a shitload of RKOs out of nowhere, so...
As much as I love Bray Wyatt, I still think that Randy Orton is going to take the title back from him at WrestleMania. But the thing that I want more than anything here is for AJ Styles to somehow claim it. So I'm really hoping he can get in the match here. Is it going to be some sort of three-way battle? I mean, do you think it's going to pan out that way, or do you think it's just going to come down to Orton versus Wyatt?
I think it's going to come out that way. But I was kind of looking forward to a triple threat match, actually.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me as well, especially with AJ Styles getting a chance for the ultimate win and becoming the WWE champ. That is definitely the match right now that I'm looking forward to most, unless they can do something with The Undertaker, hype it up more, because as of right now, Roman Reigns versus Undertaker, I'm a little bit disappointed, a little bit lackluster, especially for a guy who's not going to be around for that much longer, talking about The Undertaker. But as far as Randy Orton's concerned, he's once again, he's got a great opportunity to become the biggest wrestler going. But there's one guy that still remains the biggest wrestler, and that is John Cena. Any notions about John Cena heading to this year's WrestleMania?
Well, I have heard that he and Nikki are going to do a mixed tag action.
What?
With The Miz and Maurice.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
The mixed tag sounds okay, but against The Miz and Maurice, that's like out of nowhere.
Ugh.
I mean... I don't understand it.
John Cena, don't do it. We need you in a big-time battle here. And considering you still have AJ Styles waiting in the wings of the Bray Wyatt-Randy Orton match, maybe if AJ Styles doesn't make it in there, perhaps that opens it up for an epic AJ Styles versus John Cena matchup. We've seen that before. They've been
we've seen
great
that a couple
battles.
times before, though.
I wouldn't mind it considering it's a WrestleMania. You know, put that battle on the biggest stage. I'd be okay with it. Let me know what you guys think. I know there's still a lot that needs to be figured out as we head towards WrestleMania.
There's still about a month left till WrestleMania.
Yeah, and we'll update you guys along the way. Of course, we got you covered when we hit WrestleMania in just under a month. Retro Brett will be there. We cannot wait to get his report, and we will definitely have the follow-up immediately after the big event goes down. Thanks again for joining up, Retro Brett. We will hear from you soon.
Oh, yeah.
The road
we'll be back.
to WrestleMania is going down right now. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Hit the like button. It helps us out a lot. And definitely stay tuned. Another WrestleMania 33 preview will be coming at you guys extremely soon. Enjoy the wrestling, guys. Have a great week. But more importantly, as always, make sure to stay trippy, my friends.